we started on, we were like 40, 50 odd guys working at a small place, and the whole vision, the whole idea was to go on a larger scale, a big place, which we actually had vision. And today we are sitting in a big office. We've already seen it, and we've got around 200 guys working for us, and it's been a good experience. And overall, it's what we visioned, and that's what we're doing right now. So we have around 200 guys working for us right now. We have 15, 20 odd guys working in lighting department, 20 odd guys working in the compositing division. We have around 20 odd guys in the asset department, like 70 odd animators working in the animation department. And then we have rendering and other staff who are working with us. So overall, it's 200 odd guys who are working, great artists from different parts of the world, and it's been amazing to work with these guys. 1993, I saw a film, Jurassic Park. I just went with my dad, and I just saw the film, and it was amazing. It was like, I just wanted to do something like that. Probably in India, nothing was available at that time. There were no education classes, Maya, Arena Multimedia, nothing was there. And I thought about getting into it, and I just started searching, where should I go and learn this? So I guess Steven Spielberg is the guy who actually put that thought in me, and then I started.
So actually, Motion Makers has been into education for the past 8 years. We have various centers in 3 centers for education, and from there on we moved on to the production studio. So we've now focused completely on the production studio as such, and we want to focus more on making television series, movies for the worldwide audiences. So that's been our focus so far.
I guess Nephilim would be finished by the end of November. That's the whole plan, because we're planning to attend American film market. We plan to take the movie over there. And the whole idea was to get into co-production, to get a good screenplay, a good script, work on a good feature film. And there's where Danny Wilson came in picture. We read the script, it was amazing, it was fabulous, everybody liked it here at Motion Makers, and we decided to do it. And probably the next feature that we're planning to do is Code 4, which is which would start, I guess, in 2020.
So there are a lot of IPs that we're working on and we're developing over the past few years. What we want to do is we want to take it one feature at a time. As we said, we're already working and we're about to complete Nephilim. The next would be Code 4 Alien Attack, which is something which has already been appreciated around the world, even with the concept and the artwork that's already been done. So we plan to start the production in 2015, and then we also plan to make some short films, one of those being Queen of Kubama. We want to start it off as a concept which people would like, people would love, and then once put it out there along with the movies that we are working on, and then develop more on it and work more on it further. Motion Makers is actually part of a group company. The managing director, Mr. Basantaraj Sethia, he's also the managing director for a lot of other construction companies and real estate companies. And so our entire financing is actually sourced through through that source and through our managing director himself. And apart from that, we are into a lot of other things as well. So that's how we get our funding internally itself, and then as for various projects we get our funding through different sources as well.
So Nephilim is the first venture that we are doing right now, we're working on, and probably after finishing the movie, when it releases, I guess most of the profits would come in when the movie starts. So that's what we're waiting for, and probably the expectations are high, sir.
So motion makers is in animation not just for for a short term or for one project. We are here for a long term. We have a vision. We plan to expand into animation, into VFX, and into a lot of other related stuff. Our main goal is to create a whole franchisee where we are working on different aspects of animation, of feature films, and into producing the various movies, television series, so that we put ourselves on a global scale, and everybody there knows what motion maker is. So we are currently working on Nephilim, as I said, and we plan to make it a complete franchisee. We have a comic book series and a game that is associated with the feature film as well as the movie. We also would have a mobile app based on it. So our plan is to actually have this as a transmedia project and target various audiences around the world at different levels of different age groups, and have them all get them all interested in Nephilim and have it on a global scale. Have it at a have various people from different fields all liking different things and coming together to watch Nephilim, which is the final goal for us.
I personally feel that it's high time that all the studios should come together now, because my general experience going to the markets is I've seen the Korean team, the studios in Korea. If you see these guys, they work together. Even the bids that they give to different people, it's together. It's not like in India people try to just eat into a different studio. They'll try to bid lower than what somebody else is giving. I guess it's time where all the studios coming together. They decide that this is what the budget is. This is what we are going to work on. If you're catering to TV series, this is the limit. You're not going to go down than that. And that has to happen. I guess all the studios should come together, meet up, have a discussion, and decide that we all should work together. I guess that is very important. The whole idea was to always do a Hollywood feature rather than an Indian feature, because right now, even after 10, 15, 20 years of working in the Indian animation industry, I guess the Indian animation industry is not growing. Like, you make something, you deliver something, and you want people to come out and watch that in theaters. That is not happening. Right now it is not happening. Probably maybe in next 10 years or 15 years when we give a different content, rather than not working just on mythological films, which we are doing, we are concentrating. I guess when we start doing something different, even the feature films that we are producing in India has to have a global content rather than an Indian content. Because what we are doing is we are making Indian content and trying to sell it to the foreigners. That is not going to happen. I guess that is where all the people who are trying to do IPs in India are lacking. So I guess the aim should be to make a global content, deliver it to the people who want to watch it, where you can gain profits, margin money, and start doing the same thing again and again. Once your IP is a hit, I guess it would just go on from there.
Well, I think that a lot of the VFX places, VFX is VFX. You get a lot of the talented people are here, a lot of the talented artists are here, and right now they're doing a lot of work as a sister company working with Disney and DreamWorks. So all these people that are working here in the studios are gaining so much experience, and then they're being able to take that to another level. So when I come here and I see the amount of talent that's here, I'm very excited that we have something that's new, something that's not attached to a studio as their product, their IP. This is Motion Makers IP coming out, an Indian Motion Makers animation company coming with their own IP overseas as an international property. So I think it's a big thing, and I think it's one step closer to this happening all over India.
The content has to be something where people would appreciate you, not just like you want to make a film which is just limited to the Indian audience. People are not going to come down and watch it because it is limited to the Indian audience. They would just see it. Like, probably in India nobody cares about animation. Nobody comes out and goes to theaters to watch animation. That's the reason the returns and the profits. Like we worked for an animation feature film, we worked for 2 years. We spent 2 to 3 years working on animation feature, and then people just don't like. You have a better idea of you've seen Indian movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's how it is. Probably the content is what is important. Frankly speaking, outsourcing is over. So because we gave markets, I guess outsourcing is completely done. I guess it's high time people should look out for co-productions, find good angel investors, maybe venture capitalists, get in good IPs, and I guess even the government should help over here because that is what is very important. There are tax rebates in Canada, there are tax rebates in Europe all over. Brazil, like all the places. India doesn't have anything. I guess overall it's everything. I guess there has to be a body. I guess like I told you, the government should intervene and probably they should have tax rebates. I guess they have it in IT sectors, but they haven't done anything for the animation studios till date. I guess. So they should intervene, they should have even for the education, I guess they should have something, they should limit that this is the course structure, this is the syllabus which has to be taught. Maybe something of that sort would help.
Yes, definitely yes. There are a lot of people, youth who are actually now gaining more and more interest in VFX and CG. When you go into movie theaters now, you actually see people talking about, oh, this shot is a CG shot, this is VFX. The correct example for us is Life of Pi. Everybody knows the tiger was a CG character. So there are a lot of people who are more aware of it and people who are very much interested in doing things technical and into the animation industry, which is very good for the industry as such, as a whole. So we see it growing even now and in the future as well, because it's not at a point where we could say, okay, it's well established and everybody knows what animation is and what VFX is. But it's growing, so it's good science for all of us.